For decades, we have asked where the mind truly resides. The Orchestrated Objective Reduction Theory, or Orch OR, proposed by Nobel laureate Sir Roger Penrose and Professor Stuart Hameroff, suggests that consciousness is not a product of synaptic connections, but of quantum computations occurring within the microtubules of our neurons. However, there is a fifth paradigm that has been largely overlooked: the brain microbiota. In my research published in the Journal of Neurology and Stroke, I propose that human consciousness is actually an orchestra involving both our human cells and the microbes that live within us. According to the Orch OR theory, consciousness arises when quantum states inside tubulin undergo a specific reduction, connecting the brain to the fine structure of the universe. While current focus remains on human neurons and glial cells, we now know that healthy brains harbor vast microbial populations in areas linked to learning and awareness, such as the hippocampus and the prefrontal cortex. If consciousness emerges from cytoskeletal structures, there is no theoretical impediment to hypothesizing that it also occurs within the microbes resident in our brains. These microbes communicate not through synapses, but through wireless vibrations and quantum entanglement. This suggests that the process of orchestration takes place on a large scale, involving both human and microbial cells across the entire brain. We are, in essence, a quantum symbiosis. This wireless communication does not require anatomical connections, allowing the brain microbiota to be an active participant in the computation of the self. This leads to a radical conclusion that shifts our understanding of life and death. The microbiota possesses 10 times more cells and 100 times more DNA-based information than the human parts of our bodies. Because the microbiota survives the human host, and because these quantum phenomena are shared between our neurons and these microbes, the permanence of consciousness takes on a new dimension. As I concluded in my paper, the survival of consciousness becomes a microbiological rather than a philosophical issue, integrating the microbiota into the orch. OR theory does more than just increase its predictive power. It changes how we view immortality and the nature of life itself. We are not alone in our thoughts. We are part of a universal framework, anchored by a microscopic, infinite army of allies. This research invites us to see ourselves as part of the very fabric of the universe,